Domino, and I'll say Louis Jordan, and Elvis Presley.
Chuck Berry is widely recognized as one of the founding fathers of rock and roll guitar. His groundbreaking work on classic songs established the fundamental language that rock musicians would use for generations to come. Berry mastered the combination of rhythm playing, lead guitar, and stage performance in ways that few others could match. As both a songwriter and performer, he understood what distinguished truly great guitarists from those who were merely competent. When someone with Berry's credentials and experience in music history shared his list of favorite guitarists, the music world paid close attention. Berry's opinions carried significant weight because he wasn't just a casual fan. He had deeply studied the blues masters who came before him and witnessed firsthand how rock music evolved from the revolutionary foundations he helped create. His own performing style required him to play rhythm and lead parts simultaneously with complete mastery. The guitarists he admired weren't random choices, but reflected his understanding of what makes guitar playing truly exceptional. Berry valued several specific qualities when evaluating guitarists. He respected musicians who could blend technical ability with showmanship and originality. He appreciated players who served their songs well while maintaining their own distinctive musical voices. Blues feeling was crucial to Berry, but so was innovation and pushing the music forward. Berry believed that great guitar playing needed to communicate directly with audiences in a way they could feel and understand. His list included some expected legends, but also contained surprising choices that revealed just how deeply he understood the art of guitar playing. Lonnie Johnson, the pioneer of sophistication. Lonnie Johnson was a true pioneer who developed the single-string electric guitar solo style in jazz and blues during the 1920s and 1930s. His smooth and sophisticated approach to the instrument influenced virtually every guitarist who came after him. Johnson played clean, melodic lines that told complete musical stories rather than relying on repetitive patterns. Berry studied Johnson's recordings extensively and learned from his emphasis on melody and musical storytelling. Johnson's collaborations with major artists like Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington demonstrated his versatility and musical intelligence. His guitar tone was warm and expressive, able to cut through complex ensemble arrangements while maintaining clarity. Berry appreciated how Johnson brought sophistication to blues guitar without losing the emotional authenticity that made the blues powerful. Johnson never depended on raw power or high volume to make his musical statements. What made Johnson truly revolutionary was how he treated the guitar as a lead voice that could stand equal to horns and vocals. His solos had clear structure, with beginnings, middles, and endings, much like spoken sentences or complete thoughts. Johnson demonstrated that blues guitar could be as sophisticated as any other instrument in music. His influence spread across blues, jazz, and eventually into rock music. His approach taught Berry that great guitar solos require both structure and intelligence, not just technical facility. Muddy Waters, the electrified power. Muddy Waters took the Delta blues tradition and electrified it, creating the Chicago blues sound with raw, powerful guitar playing. His electric slide work on famous songs established the template for amplified blues that would influence countless musicians. Waters played with commanding authority and an incredible stage presence that dominated any room he performed in. Berry witnessed Waters performing in Chicago clubs and absorbed lessons about stage power and presence. Waters' tone was thick, distorted, and absolutely commanded attention from audiences. His rhythm playing could drive entire bands forward with seemingly unstoppable momentum. Berry loved how Waters combined the traditional feeling of Delta blues with the modern power that electric amplification made possible. Waters never apologized for playing loud or aggressively. He showed that the electric guitar could be a powerful weapon of emotional expression. What separated Waters from other blues players was his complete confidence and natural leadership presence. When his guitar started playing, it announced his dominance immediately and unmistakably. Waters influenced rock guitarists just as much as he influenced blues musicians. His approach proved that combining power with genuine feeling creates music that audiences never forget. T-Bone Walker, the urban sophistication. T-Bone Walker created the urban blues guitar style and pioneered the use of electric guitar as a lead instrument. His smooth, jazz-influenced playing on Gibson guitars established the standard for sophisticated blues guitar. Walker was also a showman who played behind his head and between his legs decades before rock performers copied these moves. Barry studied Walker's showmanship carefully and borrowed heavily from his stage presentation techniques. Walker's recordings showcased his beautiful tone and impeccable phrasing. His bending technique and vibrato influenced everyone from B.B. King to Eric Clapton and countless others. Barry appreciated how Walker balanced technical excellence with emotional expression in perfect measure. Walker could play complex jazz chord voicings or simple blues licks with equal mastery and authenticity. What made Walker essential was his combination of musical sophistication with entertaining showmanship. He proved that guitar playing could be visually exciting and musically deep at the same time. Walker's influence on rock guitar showmanship cannot be overstated. His approach taught Barry that audiences want both great music and exciting performance, not just one or the other. Charlie Christian, the jazz revolutionary. Charlie Christian revolutionized jazz guitar and invented the modern electric guitar solo style. His work with Benny Goodman demonstrated that amplified guitar could compete with horn sections in big band arrangements. Christian played flowing, horn-like lines that completely changed how people thought about jazz guitar. Barry studied Christian's recordings obsessively, amazed by his melodic creativity and harmonic sophistication. What impressed Barry most was his complete originality despite his tragically short career, as he died at just 25 years old. In only 4 years of recording, Christian created an entirely new language for guitar playing. He influenced rock, jazz, and blues equally. His approach demonstrated that the electric guitar had virtually unlimited expressive possibilities. Christian proved that guitar deserved center stage alongside any other instrument. Les Paul, the technical innovator. Les Paul pioneered multi-track recording, solid-body electric guitar design, and countless other technical innovations that changed music forever. His playing combined jazz sophistication, country speed, and pop accessibility in perfect balance. Paul's records showcased incredible technique disguised as entertaining performances that general audiences could enjoy. Barry appreciated Paul's lifelong dedication to advancing guitar technology and recording possibilities. The Gibson Les Paul guitar that bears his name became rock music's most important instrument. His experiments with overdubbing and tape delay effects changed music production permanently. Barry loved how Paul never stopped innovating and experimenting throughout his decades-long career. Paul could play incredibly fast runs or gentle ballads with equal effectiveness and musicality. What made Paul irreplaceable was his combination of technical innovation with musical entertainment. He advanced guitar construction and design while simultaneously creating hit records that people loved. Paul's contributions extended far beyond just playing into instrument design and recording techniques. His contributions created much of the foundation that made modern rock music possible. B.B. King, the acknowledged king. B.B. King became known as the king of blues guitar through decades of brilliant playing and consistent excellence. His guitar, which he named Lucille, sang with vocal-like expressiveness and perfect vibrato. King rarely played chord progressions, instead focusing on single-note lines that told complete emotional stories. Barry admired King's ability to make just 3 notes more powerful and meaningful than other players' fastest runs. King's playing demonstrated incredible emotional depth combined with technical precision. His bending technique became the standard that every blues guitarist studies and attempts to master. Barry appreciated how King maintained complete authenticity while achieving mainstream success that brought blues to wider audiences. King never compromised his blues roots, despite successfully crossing over to rock audiences. What separated King from countless other blues guitarists was his vocal approach to guitar playing and his generous musical personality. Every single note he played sang with human feeling and clear intention. King influenced rock, soul, and rhythm and blues guitarists equally across all genres. His approach proved that emotional expression trumps mere technical display every single time. Elmore James, the slide guitar master. Elmore James created the most recognizable electric slide guitar sound in blues history. His opening riff to a famous song became one of the most recognizable guitar moments in all of music. James played with raw power and emotional intensity that tremendously influenced rock guitarists. Barry loved James's aggressive approach and his ability to make slide guitar sound modern and dangerous rather than old-fashioned. James's guitar played through overdriven amplifiers produced distorted, cutting tones that predicted what rock guitar would sound like years later. His rhythm and lead playing happened simultaneously through brilliant use of slide technique. Barry appreciated how James took traditional Delta blues and electrified it with contemporary urgency and relevance. James never played pretty or polite music. His guitar attacked listeners with unstoppable force and passion. What made James special was his complete commitment to emotional expression through maximum volume and distortion. His guitar didn't whisper gently, it shouted and screamed with raw passion and feeling. James died young, but left recordings that influenced every rock guitarist who followed. His approach proved that intensity and commitment mattered just as much as technical skill. Scotty Moore, the rock and roll creator. Scotty Moore created rock and roll guitar alongside Elvis Presley in Memphis during the birth of the genre. His work on classic early rock songs established the rhythmic, percussive approach that would define rock guitar playing. Moore combined country picking techniques with blues feeling in perfect balance. Barry studied Moore's records carefully and recognized him as a fellow revolutionary, creating genuinely new music. Moore's guitar produced warm, clear tones that cut through Elvis's powerful voice beautifully. His rhythm playing drove songs forward with incredible energy and momentum. Barry loved how Moore created guitar parts that were simple enough for young players to learn and copy, yet sophisticated enough to reward deep study by serious musicians. Moore served Elvis's vocals perfectly while establishing his own distinctive musical voice. What elevated Moore to legendary status was his invention of the rockabilly guitar style that influenced everyone who followed in rock music. His echo-drenched solos and energetic rhythm playing created the template that countless guitarists would build upon. Moore's influence on rock guitar remains profound and permanent to this day. His approach showed that supporting great singers requires great guitar playing, not just background accompaniment. Robert Johnson, the mythical foundation. Robert Johnson remains blues music's most mythical and influential figure, despite recording only 29 songs. Those recordings created the foundation for all modern blues and rock guitar playing. Johnson's playing combined rhythm and lead parts seamlessly into complete, hypnotic performances that sounded like multiple guitarists playing together. Barry studied Johnson's records intensely, amazed by his sophistication and emotional power despite the primitive recording conditions of the time. What made Johnson irreplaceable was his complete originality and the mysterious intensity captured in his recordings. His guitar playing suggested supernatural powers and dark mysteries that captivated listeners. Johnson died at 27 years old, but left recordings that influenced every rock guitarist who followed. His approach proved that intensity and commitment mattered just as much as technical skill. Django Reinhardt, the supreme number one. Django Reinhardt stands as Chuck Berry's #1 favorite guitarist for remarkable and inspiring reasons. Reinhardt created the gypsy jazz guitar style and accomplished this while playing with only 2 functioning fingers on his fretting hand after suffering severe injuries in a fire. His technical mastery, despite this significant disability, amazed everyone who heard him play. Barry placed Reinhardt first because he overcame seemingly impossible obstacles to create completely original, sophisticated music that influenced all guitar playing forever. Reinhardt's work with the Hot Twub of France showcased his incredible speed, harmonic knowledge, and melodic invention. His acoustic guitar solos were as sophisticated as any instrument in jazz music. Barry studied Reinhardt obsessively and marveled at his combination of technical brilliance with pure musical joy. Reinhardt played with infectious enthusiasm that made audiences smile while simultaneously displaying phenomenal skill and ability. What made Reinhardt absolutely supreme in Barry's estimation was his triumph over disability to achieve technical perfection and his creation of an entirely new guitar style. He invented gypsy jazz and influenced musicians from country to rock guitarists across all genres. His approach proved that dedication, innovation, and joy in playing create immortal music that lasts forever. Chuck Berry's list of favorite guitarists proves that innovation, emotional feeling, and overcoming obstacles matter most in creating lasting music. These 10 guitarists created new musical languages that changed everything about how guitar could be played and understood. Each brought something unique and essential to the instrument's development. From Lonnie Johnson's sophisticated melodic approach to Django Reinhardt's triumph over physical disability, these musicians showed that greatness comes from combining technical skill with emotional truth and genuine innovation.